Hey gamers! If you are a fan of roguelike games, then you've come to the right place. In this video, I will show you best action roguelike games you should check out in this 2024. Please note, this video is the second part of the series. If you're wondering why some games maybe like Hades 2 and the Rogue Prince of Persia aren't mentioned, make sure to check out part 1. And some of you might disagree with my list, but that's okay. All I know, this game is a good game. But before we go into the list, let's hear quick words from our sponsor. If you're looking to save money on games, Instant Gaming is the perfect place for you to buy games. This platform offers huge discounts you won't find anywhere else, is super easy to use and legit as well. Just look at the amazing deals they have. You won't believe the savings until you see them for yourself. And not only that, Instant Gaming also give you giveaway for you who want to participate for free games. Who knows, you will be the winner. So, what are you waiting for? Start searching for your favorite games on Instant Gaming today. And by using my link, you'll not only save your money, but also helps me support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Astro Looter Survivor is a special kind of top-down shooter game that combines tower defense, survival, and roguelike elements. You play as armored heroes, each with a unique set of abilities. Players travel across alien planets to mine resources and repel waves of insectoid invaders. The game is rewarding, even for fans of the genre, despite its lackluster innovation in the genre and a steep difficulty curve in the later stages. The fast-paced combat and variety of objectives keep you on your toes and make every victory feel well-earned. The game graphics looks cool. If you're interested in action roguelike games like Vampire Survivors, maybe you might like this one. Kunkun Defender is a tower defense game FPS that trades traditional strategy for pure chaos and meme-filled absurdity. Instead of facing diverse enemies, you battle endless swarms of identical Kunkun mascots, which somehow adds to the game's charm. The gameplay is simple: build turrets, equip one of 30 weapons, and survive as long as possible. While the early waves are slow, the difficulty ramps up quickly, making survival a frantic, high-stakes challenge. You must pick up your gun to fight against the onslaught of Kunkun-infected zombies until Big Joe arrives in a helicopter to rescue you. The game is undeniably repetitive, but the humor and sheer madness keep it engaging. For players who love meme culture and enjoy chaotic survival games. Wild Bastards is a game that mix of strategy, shooter, and roguelite elements. Set in a sci-fi western world, your goal is to revive your 13-member outlaw crew, each with unique abilities and backstories. The game features a 3-part gameplay loop: strategic movement on a board game-like map, tactical decision-making, and intense first-person shooting showdowns. Every decision feels significant, from choosing which planets to explore to picking the right characters for each mission. Each character offers distinct playstyles, from fast-moving snakes to dynamite-throwing mists, adding variety to encounters. While the social system can be a bit unclear, the game's striking art style and tight gunplay more than make up for it.
Make it out of this galaxy alive. You in?
Snezhinka Sentinel Girls 2 is a 2D action shooter that blends elements of strategy and visual novel genres. Set in a fictional post-apocalyptic Earth ravaged by war, the game invites players to guide a group of young Sentinel girls as they confront military threats. With an anime-inspired art style and a mix of narrative and tactical gameplay, the core gameplay of Snezhinka Sentinel Girls 2 combines simple side-scrolling shooting with strategic elements. After each round, players receive credits that can be used for upgrades, gadgets, and recruiting allies. While the game is comparatively brief, its replay value, satisfying progression, and likable characters make up for it. Arcane Blast is a third-person roguelite shooter where you play as Adrian, a sorcerer-turned-cat who must reclaim his powers and escape from the world of Shadowvalley. The game offers dynamic gameplay with a variety of spells tied to 7 elements, allowing for creative and powerful combos. While the story is minimal, the core of the game lies in its engaging spell mechanics and fast-paced action. Battles become even more epic when up to 4 players team together in cooperative multiplayer. The sound design is mediocre and needs work, but the cel-shaded visuals are crisp and eye-catching. Updates have fixed some of the game's minor bugs and user interface issues, which include unclear button prompts and challenging interactions. Despite a few technical issues, Arcane Blast is an overall thrilling and enjoyable game that excels in its spell casting and cooperative play. Deathless provides a visually appealing experience thanks to its beautiful graphics. The co-op mode is enjoyable, especially when you coordinate strategies with friends. The shared experience pool is a nice addition that encourages a more cooperative play style. While the bosses can be difficult, they add a layer of challenge that keeps the game interesting. The crafting system is well designed, adding depth to the gameplay. Character progression is satisfying, with plenty of unlocks to keep players engaged. The game is still in early access, but the frequent updates are promising. It's a great choice for fans of survival roguelites. If you're into roguelikes and looking for something new, Deathless is worth your time. Final Night is a mix of action roguelike and party-based beat-em-up. On your quest to defeat the mighty dragon, you must form a party of characters distinguished by their race, background, and alignment. Enhance their attributes with equipment and amplify them with artifacts. The game is enjoyable side-scrolling beat-em-up. The equipment, classes, and other RPG elements keep it entertaining. The game will be available on Q4 2024, but if you wanted to try for free, now that they have Prologue that you can play on Steam. Call of Sentinels is a fantastic blend of bullet hell and roguelite elements. The game's hand-drawn art style is stunning, and the gameplay keeps you on your toes with waves of enemies and tough bosses. Many different combinations to create your own strategy to win. The game turned out to be the most dynamic in its genre. This game looks like inspired by his game Hades and Vampire Survivors with those very satisfying animations and smoothness. The game have hundreds of skills and unlock powerful upgrades to craft your own unique build. I love the endless build possibilities by combining different weapons and power-ups. And if you're into action-packed games with a strategic twist, definitely give this one a try. Shoulders of Giants has really fun concept for a game. Like Risk of Rain 2 gameplay, but your starting gear is acquired looter-shooter style. Lots of fun moves and combinations of builds. Seems to scale gear and enemy level for a long time, giving motivation to keep coming back. The gameplay is intense, fun, and wacky. You can get an ability that uses an enemy's health bar to attack them, or you can get your robot to jump up and smash down on the enemy in a sumo smash. Then the guns for Froggy are pretty great. Lots of things to try that one can find to fit their style, from a rocket launcher to an autocannon. Since Risk of Rain has kinda gone a little icky with the expansion and Gearbox's involvement, this game has proved to be a fun alternative. The Spell Brigade, a hectic multiplayer bullet heaven shooter with co-op multiplayer game that brings fast-paced, intense bullet heaven madness where wizards team up to fight hordes of enemies. The core concept is simple yet thrilling. Players form a team of up to 4 wizards, battling waves of enemies and completing randomly generated objectives. Players can upgrade spells by discovering new elements and enhancements, and they can even revive teammates with explosive effects. The game also encourages experimenting with different characters and spell combinations, leading to chaotic and unpredictable gameplay moments. If you and your friends love chaotic, action-packed games, then the Spell Brigade is one you won't want to miss. The Black Pool is an action-packed roguelike adventure that follows the story of four friends who stumble upon a mysterious black pool in the forest, only to be transported to a strange and dangerous world. The goal is to return home. They must unlock supernatural abilities and battle their way through waves of enemies. Players can enjoy this game solo or in co-op mode, with each session offering a fresh and challenging experience. Players start by emerging from a pool of black sludge, then head toward their first two skill pickups. Skills vary from AoE attacks, weak attacks, strong attacks, upward jumps, or dodge abilities, with random elements like void, decay, fire, ice, lightning, and earth. The game doesn't have a traditional tutorial. Instead, it throws you right into the action. Adrenaline Rampage is a survivor platformer game with platformer and roguelike mechanics. The main focus of the game is on run and gun gameplay. You are trapped in a distorted space city. The game takes place in a captured space city. To win the run, you need to reach the final boss and defeat him. Then perhaps you can take control of the station and return home. There are several characters that you can play. Each character has a unique set of skills, characteristics, and weapons. This allows for creating unique builds for a varied and enjoyable gameplay experience. The game plans to have about 5 difficulty levels for each location. With each difficulty level, enemies become more dangerous. Surviving will become increasingly difficult. But the game's still in early access. Maybe you can expect more character, more upgrade, and more content in the future. Champion Shift is a unique twist on the Vampire Survivors formula. Imagine turning legendary figures like King Arthur into cars to battle cyberpunk enemies. That's Champion Shift for you. In this game, you start as King Arthur Pendragon and fight through waves of cyberpunk minions. As you mow down enemies and complete objectives, you earn randomized weapon upgrades and abilities. The shooting is automated, much like in Vampire Survivors, but you can aim certain weapons with precision. You also have a dash ability on cooldown to escape hordes. But the real fun begins with the transformation mechanic. With the press of a button, you turn into a speeding car that can plow through foes. This car mode features machine guns, rockets, and blades, making it a powerful tool. You can play solo or with up to 4 players in online co-op. The maps chain together into branching paths leading to a final boss, with increasing difficulty levels for extended play. Lindwyrm is a fun hack and slash roguelite RPG with cool town building elements with meta progression and some other interesting stuff. This game lives up to its standards and promises. With a unique set of combat skills, map design, questline, and systems like runes and puzzles, which will for sure get better and better. With an astonishing set of combat, animations, skill sounds, and the way this game unfolds the German folklore stories throughout the game. I would highly recommend this game to people who are searching for a different, more classic and adventurous path in this genre, and would like to have fun and entertainment while spending their value money, time, and effort. If you're a mobile player, this roguelike dark fantasy will feel like home. Ravenswatch is the closest experience I've had to my favorite Dota mod. The game offers a great selection of folklore heroes, each feeling unique and rewarding to master. Each hero comes with their own talents, skills, and ultimates, which can be played differently in each run, adding layers of depth and replayability. There's even a really nice feature that lets you turn on and off mechanics for the game, such as no timer, no map, etc. So if you feel like you dislike aspects of the game, you can simply turn them off and customize your experience. The co-op system is both amazing and balanced. If you're looking for a fun game to enjoy with friends, I highly recommend Ravenswatch. Because Ravenswatch will left early access on September 26, 2024. And for bonus, Nightfall Comes is a roguelite action game based on top-view 3D actions that tells the story of the 4 characters who gathered in a castle built on a fief, led by their last lingering feelings of the extinct world. The game is feature-complete and has 4 playable classes that are all fun to play and function differently from each other. Each character also unlocks a new part of the map. There are many routes to explore. After finishing a route with one character, you find a clue, and then must trace that clue to finish the story of the character. The map has helpful markers to help you navigate to the clue, but you still have to keep your eyes peeled to find it. The combat is very crisp, impactful, and exciting. If you're interested with action roguelike with 3D action, then I think this is perfect for you. And that's it for today. What do you think about this list? I know there are best roguelike games out there that I haven't mentioned yet. Please share your favorite roguelike games that you think deserve a spot here. Don't forget to like this video, and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss another great list. And as always, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.